So this is the correct answer. Analyze always function pattern for f within. You are returning this within any result coming from calling this command. List file path equal to data, pattern equal to this variable, pattern full name equal to true. You run analyze f. I will avoid doing that if we are doing actual research or you are developing code. Again, within this context, when we are working with R and Python, particularly when we are working with interdisciplinary people are not computer scientists, and they would appreciate something that might be more verbose comparing to computer science, but easier to recognize. So actually, so that takes care of the loops. So the next part is, let's say we are circling back to the plotting. Let's say we have 12 files, and each file is printing out 3 PDF graphs. Within R, it is possible to save this graph out to a file. There's within RStudio, there's a button called export. You can save it as an image. There are certain parameters that you can put in: what type of image, where to save it, the width and the height, the name, and so on. You can also export it as PDF. This is very manual. Another approach is you can go ahead and ask the R to do it for you. To basically go ahead and save your graph into a file. And this is doable by the PDF command. So let's say if I do PDF inflammation, let's look at this first. Let's look at PDF. PDF start the graphic device driver to producing PDF graphic. So basically what it takes in is a file name. You only need to mention a file name, inflammation 01.pdf, and let's run analyze. So here's my plot. We run analyze and no new graph are produced. What you actually see is there's a new PDF file creating in the root directory. Since we are specifying inflammation-01.pdf without telling it to put in any path here, so that means it starts in our default console path directory. And this file, this file actually contains 3 separate graphs that was created. There's the main there's the max, and there's the average. So the script still created 3 graphs, but instead of printing it out to R, it's now save it to a PDF file, all 3 graphs into one PDF file. DevOps is basically telling R to go ahead and close the connection to this file. So when we are working within a group and collaborative environment, we might want to start creating plot that we can share with others. But when we are sitting down and just do quick prototyping, we don't need to save data to a file and then having to open it and look at your result. We want to be able to just create the result onto the plot box of RStudio and just look at our outcome and make appropriate adjustment. So there should be a way, basically a trigger for the function, the analyze function, to decide whether to export the data out onto files or just display it onto R. So basically we need to know how to do conditional within R. So conditional within R is straightforward. So let's say I have num equal to 37. If num is greater than 100, print greater, else print not greater. And I run that. So this block of code compare the num value to value of 100. If this statement is true, you can just type the statement out to the command itself. If it is true, we are printing greater. But in this case, this is false, so we are printing not greater.